Hey friends, we are going to do our weekly whimsy. So I have my Prismacolor watercolor pencils. I haven't used these in a while, so I decided to break these out this time. So I've got these ready, and we're going to do the berries. So I'm going to make these like blackberries. They are native to Northern America, mostly the northern states. They grow around my area up here in Ohio, but they definitely grow north, like the New York area as well. And I've got some of my paintbrushes. I've got some water. And then we are going to go ahead and get started. So I need some blue and my red. And then definitely a few of my greens. And probably my black and brown for now. Okay. So I like to usually, you can dip these if you already have some watercolor pencils. By the way, you can get these like inexpensively anywhere. You don't have to get the Prismacolor ones. But you can dip these in water, or you can actually take your paintbrush and use these just like that and paint right off of them like little palettes. Or you can do what I'm going to do, and I like to just color straight on to the paper. And like I normally do, I like to go around the outside to start off with to create like a natural shadow. I just feel like that's the easiest way to go. And we're creating all the little berry nodules. So I'm just using my red for all of this. Have my door open to my house so you can hear the birds. I wonder if it's picking up on the camera. I don't know. They're being like super loud. It has finally stopped raining here in Ohio, where I am at. It has been raining for like, seems like 40 days and 40 nights at this point. I don't even know. So long. All right, so got the red. And then I'm going to grab my blue. I feel like I might need to sharpen this. Let me see if I can find... Ah, good. I have my good sharpener. So anyway, we finally have nice weather. I'm hoping we're getting a break from that rainy spring stuff. I am over it. I know a lot of you throughout the country are having the similar situations. You know, I'm going to wait on this. I want to see what happens first. When I do, I'm going to dip my water, my paintbrush in my water. And I want to see, so I have my paper towel here to wipe off as well. I want to see where this goes with just the red first. I'm definitely going to be adding some of the blue because I want it more purpley. But let's see. So you can see I'm leaving some of the white spaces in some of the berries. I'll just give us a little bit of a highlight. All right, now let me grab my blue and see, while it's still wet, definitely want to create some of this up in here where I've got it darker. Oh, you know what? Bummer. That's not blue. I guess I should read it first instead of just looking at it. That's green. This will still work though, I think. Might go a little more brown than what I want, but it should still be pretty. Okay, so you can see how I'm starting to create the shadow. All right, so let me grab a blue. Am I crazy? I am crazy. So I have 3 greens and I didn't grab a blue. All right, let me make sure. Yes, okay, we've got blue now. It's gonna work. All right, this will just give me a more purpley look, which is what I was going for. I'm gonna grab a little more water. There we go. So blackberries go from red to like purple as they, bluish purple, mainly purple, as they ripen. So the red is the unripe. So we're going to leave a little bit of the red, and you can see how they're starting to change. And a lot of times the berries are partially red and partially purple. That's looking really pretty though. I like it. So let's add a little more. A little more water. And if you don't have watercolor pencils, feel free to use whatever you have at home. You can definitely use acrylic if that's what you've got, and then watercolor, of course. Okay, I like that. I like how it's a few different colors going on. I'm going to grab my red again and deepen up this red down here. All right, so now with my blue, I'm going to do like I said earlier, where I take a little bit of the color off the tip of the brush there, and I'm going to use this to add my shadow in, because I don't want it to actually start to turn. I want to keep that red, but I want to define those nodules there a little better. See, I get a lot finer definition that way. All right, looks cool. So basically, I'm going to do the other two the same, and then we'll do the leaves and the stems. So let's see, I've already got the red on all of these. I'm just going to go ahead and get the red everywhere, because I know I want the vibrancy of that. I ended up taking away some of that white over there because I felt like it was so light compared to the rest of it after I got it going. Okay, I'm going to go back with my blue again. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to make it a little darker on this side of the berry this time. So you can see I'm just doing those circles. And then on this one, I'm going to go darker on the top this time. Okay, you can see sort of random there. Again, I'm going to take a little bit off the tip of my brush there. And right in here, I'm going to add some more vibrancy of the red to get that really saturated with color. All right, and then move on to this one over here. And then I'm going to grab more red. Get that red right in here really good while it's still wet. All right. I'm going to leave that for now. I don't know, I might do a little more to these berries here in a minute. I'm not sure yet. Okay. I like that pretty well for now. Okay, so you can see all the discoloration and everything going on there. And then now we're going to grab our green. I'm going to grab the brighter green. Go down the middle vein of the leaf there. And then, where is my picture? Hold on. There's my picture. I'm trying to see how my leaf goes back here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab I have 3 colors of green, so I think I'll probably use all 3 of those. So I'm doing my mid-tone green right here. Okay, then I grab my flat brush. And then I'm going to start in the middle. All right, and then I'm going to do that with each one. Just be careful with your red that you don't pull that red into there. All right. And then I'm gonna grab my darkest green. I'm gonna give some little depths to this. Okay. All right, what else do I want to do? So I've got to do the branches still. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna grab, I want to let this dry a tiny bit more before I do the branches, but I do want to add, I think I can do this now. I want to add some highlight to my berries with some white acrylic. So this is just a white acrylic paint pen. So I'm just gonna add a little highlight to most of the little, I don't know, nodules, or I'm not sure what you would call the little bulbs on the berries themselves. Okay. All right, I think that this should be enough. All right, so I'm going to mainly try to hit the outline of the branch. And then I'm going to grab my dark green again, and I forgot to do like the little leafy pieces above the berries there. Oh, bummer. My pencil just broke. Okay. There we go. And then blackberries and I think raspberries, they have thorns. So that's what I'm doing here, the thorns. Right. What else should I do? I like that pretty well. I'm trying to decide if I want to add ink to this or not. Why not, right? Why not? You guys can decide after you see mine. All right. I'm gonna do dotting. Like, what's it? Come on, help me out. I can't think of what it's called. When you do the dots instead of the lines. Kayla, I bet you know. You seem very artistic to me. Help me out in the comments if you can remember. I can't remember. That looks good. I like that. So if you notice, I'm just going sort of more underneath the berry. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so just stippling the dots on there, and I can't think of what it's called. Is it pointillism? Is that it? That's when you do the whole page that way. Is that what this is too? I don't know. I used to know all these things when I took, college courses on art history and such. So again, though, I'm just going right underneath, and I'm just dabbing. I like that, though. That looks cool. Creates like a neat shadow. Okay. All right, so dots and lines, dots and lines. I cannot remember what this technique is called. I know there's a name for it though, right? I'm not crazy, right? Okay. So you can see I'm like keeping my lines really far apart. It's not one straight line. All right, I'm glad I did that. I like that. Looks like a cool little illustration. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do any of the back thing to the background. You guys let me know what you think. Pull this up so we can see it a little better. All right, I like it. Very cool. All right, I'm excited to see your guys's. I love seeing them. I have so much fun doing this with you guys. I'm excited for your feedback for the coming box, coming subscription. We'll make it more exclusive, more fun, more relaxing. Just because, that exclusive pre-printed thing should be a little more relaxing and easy for, quick, creative times when you can have some time to yourself. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys' Weekly Whimsy, and let me know what you think about the book and how it's going. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.